You're watching Let the Quran Speak, and now we answer your questions. If you have a question, visit our website, QuranSpeaks.com. Dr. Shabir, the question is, I've been praying since I was a young child. I try to be a good person and a good Muslim, but I sometimes feel like praying is such a burden, and I'm only doing it to avoid being punished by Allah. Is my thinking haram?
Well, no, it's not haram. Sometimes people go through the motions, and it's good that we're introspective and trying to find out, like, why do we do things? People go through stages. Maybe at one stage, somebody was not paying any attention to things like praying, and they were in a state of that we'll categorize as ghafla, using an Arabic word, which means like heedlessness. And then suddenly, something struck them, and they realized, okay, I have to start praying, right? So one of the things that may actually turn the person away from this ghafla towards praying is that, just simply a warning that, okay, if you continue as you are, you're going to Jahannam. Jahannam is a very terrible place with burning fire. You don't want to be there, okay? The person may turn one's life around as a result of that. Not necessarily. Not everybody, finds the same things appealing. Mm-hmm. You say to somebody you're going to burn in hell, they might say, they
become despondent, perhaps, and they just give up.
And
right?
that could be one. That could be one response. They become despondent. Another response is that they could become rebellious more. Okay, so whatever, or they might not find it too incredible. They may not pay any attention to that and go deeper into their state of heedlessness and care nothing for religion. But let's say somebody turns around because they're fearing that punishment, and they start praying and they continue praying. Well, hopefully over time that person will become so accustomed to prayer that you cannot make them stop praying. They find some delight, some inner solace that is hard to explain from just simply praying. And so they will pray without anybody telling them, or any warning or any threat or anything like this. In the case of this person asking, it looks like the person still is in that state of feeling, okay, I'm just doing it because I'm afraid of some punishment. Why am I doing this? So there may be some things lacking in the prayer, like, is there enough concentration? Is there focus? Is there devotion? If you're praying in Arabic, which Muslims generally do you understand the Arabic language? If not, do you at least understand the things that you are reciting, so that when you recite, can you focus on the meaning of what you're reciting? And if you say Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, glory, praise be to God, Lord of the world, so you're contemplating that God is so magnificent, that He is the sustainer of the entire universe. When we say Maliki Yawmiddin, are we thinking at that time that, okay, we have to appear before God, in His court of judgment? What will be my situation? How will I account for my sins on that day? So if you're thinking along these lines, then this will hopefully help you to get so accustomed to your prayer that you you'll taste the sweetness of the prayer, so that you wouldn't be praying because of some threatened punishment, but you'll be praying because you're so much in love with God, and that you want to connect with God. And this is the way that we have been taught to connect with God. And at the same time, you feel the sweetness of the prayer, and you want to continue to pray, because that's what you do as a Muslim. I'm not aware that any particular verse of the Quran mentions a punishment for missing a specific prayer. Yes, in not praying in general, there is mention, for example, the people of Ishmael who were destroyed because part of the reason is that they neglected the prayer. So we shouldn't think, okay, I have to do this one prayer because if I don't do this one prayer, God is going to punish me. Let's do the one prayer because we love God, and because we love to pray, and because we want to connect with God, and this is the way of connecting with God.
Beautifully said. Thank you, Dr. Shabir.
You're welcome.
Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Muslim Media Hub, the new home of Let the Quran Speak.
Here we spread positivity and good. We help people experience the beauty of Islam and help them appreciate and understand Muslims.
This beautiful building we purchased at cost $2.3 million.
Yeah, we've already raised a third of that money, and with your help, inshallah, we can pay off the rest.
So we're looking for people who can give $1,000 each. If you can be part of the select group, that's amazing.
Otherwise, just please give whatever whatever you can. Every dollar counts.
It's our collective responsibility to share the message of Islam with our fellow human beings. Please help us continue this good work.
It's a sadaqah jariyah, something that will continue to be a benefit to the Muslim community long after Safiya and I are gone.
Please support our work at muslimmediahub.com.
Your support is zakat eligible and tax deductible.
May Allah bless you and your loved ones today and always. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.